these are potentially beneficial, but also potentially harmful technologies of which we don't know how they might affect us. So we need to be very careful and err on the side of being precautionary rather than ambitious in trying things that may or may not work. And so the particular aspect of it that is of concern to us is not so much the technology side, but the governance side. Who will be making the decisions? How will those decisions be made? And on what basis will those decisions be made? And in particular, we feel that no decisions that are going to be globally significant should be made without the prior consent and involvement of the most vulnerable countries, particularly the least developed countries, and preferably it should be done under the aegis of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which includes all the countries of the world who have ratified the UN Framework Convention. And so that is the most appropriate governance under which it should take place, and we should be able to design a system that allows us to examine each technology as it's brought forward and to make decisions on whether or not it should go to the pilot stage of implementation and then from pilot to large-scale implementation. So far, there aren't any real technologies that have made those leaps, but as we approach the 1.5 degree temperature goal that we have for Paris and the possibility of not reaching it or not staying under 1.5 or even not staying under 2 degrees, the voices that will be pushing for these geoengineering and solar radiation management approaches will get louder. In fact, they are already getting louder. They are already making the case that we need to use these in order to prevent even more catastrophic temperature rises. So we are not against them, but we are not for them without any kind of governance mechanism, particularly equitable governance where the poorest countries and the poorest people in the poorest countries have a say in deciding what should be used and what should not be used.